Hello, friends, and welcome to Adventures in Pixieland. My name's Amy, and I'm an ordained minister, and we are in Bible study. We are in the NIV, and we are in Joshua, chapter 18, and we're going to do the whole chapter, because that's what we do. Division of the rest of the land. The whole assembly of Israelites gathered at Shiloh and set up the tent of meeting there. The country was brought under their control, but there were still 7 Israelite tribes who had not yet received their inheritance. So Joshua said to the Israelites, "How long will you wait before you begin to take possession of the land that the Lord, the God of your fathers, has given you? Appoint 3 men from each tribe. I will send them out to make a survey of the land and to write descriptions of it, according to the inheritance of each. Then they will return to me. You are to divide the land into 7 parts. Judah is to remain in its territory on the south, and the house of Joseph in its territory on the north. After you have written descriptions of the 7 parts of the land, bring them here to me, and I will cast lots for you in the presence of the Lord our God. The Levites, however, do not get a portion among you, because the priestly service of the Lord is their inheritance. And Gad, Reuben, and the half-tribe of Manasseh have already received their inheritance on the east side of the Jordan. Moses, the servant of the Lord, gave it to them." As the men started out on their way to map out the land, Joshua instructed them, "Go and make a survey of the land and write a description of it. Then return to me, and I will cast lots for you here at Shiloh in the presence of the Lord." So the men left and went through the land. They wrote its descriptions on a scroll, town by town, in 7 parts, and returned to Joshua in the camp at Shiloh. And Joshua then cast lots for them in Shiloh in the presence of the Lord, and there he distributed the land of the Israelites according to their tribal division. So think of it as he sent out his survey team so they could figure out how they were going to divide up this land into 7 lots based upon boundary markers. Okay? The allotment for Benjamin. The allotment came up for the tribe of Benjamin, clan by clan. Their allotted territory lay between the tribes of Judah and Joseph. On the north side, their boundary began at the Jordan, past the northern slope of Jericho, and headed west into the hill country, coming out of the desert of Beth-aven. From there, it crossed into the slope of the Luz, that is Bethel, and went down to Adaroth Adar on the hill and over to lower Beth Horon. From the hill facing Beth Horon on the south, the boundary turned south along the western side and came out at Kirith Baal, that is Kirith Jearim, a town of the people of Judah. There was the western side. The southern side began at the outskirts of Kirith Jearim on the west, and the boundary came out at the spring of the waters of Nephtoah, Nephtoah. The boundary went down to the foot of the hill facing the valley of Ben Hinnom, north of the valley of Rephaim. It continued down the Hinnom Valley along the southern slope of the Jebusite city, and so to En Rogel. It then curved north, went to En Shemesh, continued to Gileoth, that's Geliloth, so however you would pronounce that, and which faces the pass of Adumim, and ran down to the stone of Boan, son of Reuben, and it continued to the northern slope of Beth Araba, in the Septuagint. It says the slope facing the Araba, so facing the Dead Sea, and went on down to the Araba, and it went to the northern slope of Beth Hola and came out at the northern bay of the Salt Sea, that is the Dead Sea, and at the mouth of the Jordan to the south. This was the southern boundary. The Jordan formed the boundary on the eastern side. These are the boundaries that marked out the inheritance of the clans of Benjamin on all sides. The tribe of Benjamin, clan by clan, had the following cities: Jericho, Beth Hogla, Emek Keziz, Beth Araba, Zim Arim, Bethel, Avium, Para, Oprah, Kepher, Ammoni, Ophani, and Geba, 12 towns and their villages: Gibeon, Ramah, Beroth, Mizpah, Kephiah, Kerifira, Moza, that's Mozah, Rakim, Urapil, Tarala, Zila, Halipi, Halepleph. The Jebusite city, that is Jerusalem, Gibeah and Kirith, 14 towns and their villages. This is the inheritance of Benjamin for its clans. So that indicates that Jerusalem is somehow Judah and Benjamin, maybe Judah and Benjamin border. So I'm going to find out what happens for the rest of the clans, literally, in the next video, friends.